Welcome to NM Sarena. In this video, let us discuss regarding the Industrial Development Bank of India or the IDBI. The IDBI is an apex banking institution in the field of long-term industrial finance. It was set up in 1964 under the IDBI Act. As an apex institution, it coordinates, supplements, and integrates the activities of all financial institutions. It was established as a wholly owned subsidiary of the Reserve Bank of India, and the IDBI was delinked from the Reserve Bank of India in 1976. The entire share capital was transferred to the central government. After that, it became an autonomous corporation owned by the Government of India. The IDBI is empowered to finance all types of concerns engaged or to be engaged in the manufacture or processing of goods, mining, transport generation and distribution of power, etc., both in the public sector as well as in the private sector. The main objective of establishing IDBI was to set up an apex institution to coordinate the activities of other financial institutions and also to act as a reservoir for other financial institutions in the country. And let us see what are the other objectives for setting up of IDBI in the country. And now let us see what are the other objectives in addition to the main objective of coordinating the activities of all financial institutions in the country. The second objective is to provide term finance to the industry and then to provide direct financial assistance to the industrial units. It is done to bridge the gap between the supply and demand for medium-term financing of industrial concerns. Another objective is to provide technical and administrative assistance for the promotion, expansion, and management of industrial concerns in the country, and also to undertake market and investment research and surveys, as also technical and economic studies in connection with the development of industries in the country. Another objective is to act as a lender of last resort and to finance projects that is in conformity with the national priorities. And next, let us discuss the functions of IDBI. The main function of IDBI is based on the main objective for which the IDBI was set up, that is, to coordinate the activities of other financial institutions. Other functions include providing refinance to financial institutions. This is done by refinancing the industrial loans granted by state financial corporations, state industrial development corporations, the commercial banks, cooperative banks, and regional rural banks. And in addition to that, it also refinance for the export credits. It was actually undertaking the financing of exports till the establishment of the Exim Bank in 1982. And other functions of IDBI include market surveys and techno-economic studies. That means the bank undertakes promotional activities such as industrial research and surveys and other related activities for the development of industries in the country. And in addition to that, it granted loans and advances directly to the industrial concerns. It provided project loans, and other medium long-term loans and advances. It underwrite the shares and debentures of the industrial concerns. It subscribed the shares and debentures directly. It provided soft loans for the modernization of all industries, and it also provided technical development fund loans and equipment finance loans. It financed the capital expenditure of industrial concerns and also provide long-term working capital requirements for certain companies. In addition to these functions, it also provided indirect finance to tiny, small and medium industries also. Another function is financial assistance to industrial companies in the form of Development Assistance Fund. This special fund was created and used by IDBI to assist the industrial concerns which are not able to secure funds in the normal course. They were not able to secure the fund because of maybe heavy investment, or maybe because of low rate of return, or any other reasons, or both of these reasons together. And then the IDBI provided technical and administrative advice for the promotion, expansion and better management of the industrial concerns in the country. And thus we can say that the functions of the IDBI on an overall intended to supplement the financial resources of other financial institutions. And in addition to that, it also intended to plan and promote industries of primary importance. And so it adopted and enforced a system of giving priorities in promoting further industrial growth in the country. The IDBI has established a number of subsidiaries including Sidbi, IDBI Bank, IDBI Capital Market Services Limited, IDBI Intech Limited, IDBI Investment Management Company, IDBI Trusteeship Services Limited, and more subsidiaries were there like IDBI Guilds Limited, IDBI Home Finance Limited, etc. And it has also co-sponsored a number of financial institutions like the National Stock Exchange of India, Over-the-Counter Exchange of India, and Finance House of India Limited. The IDBI was constituted in 1964 as a development financial institution, and it continued to serve as a development financial institution for 40 years till the year 2004. After that, it transformed into a bank, and then the United Western Bank Limited merged with the IDBI Bank in the year 2006. And after that, the name of the bank was changed to IDBI Bank Limited in the year 2008. Then the two wholly owned subsidiaries of IDBI Bank Limited, named IDBI Guilds Limited and IDBI Home Finance Limited, amalgamated with the IDBI Bank in the year 2011. And the LIC of India completed the acquisition of 51% controlling stake in the IDBI Bank on January 2019, and thus LIC became the majority shareholder of the bank. And the IDBI Bank now stands recategorized as a private sector bank with effect from 2019. The IDBI Bank is actually a pioneer institution in national building, and to cater to its ever-expanding needs, the IDBI has formed subsidiaries and joint ventures across the diversified areas of the banking and financial system. Its subsidiaries include IDBI Capital Markets and Securities Limited, or the ICMS. It is a wholly owned subsidiary of IDBI Bank. It began its operation as a broking and distribution company in 1993. Its current businesses include merchant banking, stock broking, distribution of financial products, corporate advisory services, debt arranging and undertaking, then portfolio management of pension or PF funds and research services also. And the next subsidiary is IDBI Intech Limited, or the IIL. It was incorporated in 2000 and it is a wholly owned subsidiary of IDBI Bank. Its duty is to undertake IT related activities of the bank. The major business activities of the company are information technology services, information security practices, national contact center and outbound sales team. And the next one is IDBI Asset Management Limited, or IAML. It was incorporated in 2010 and it is a subsidiary of the IDBI Bank Limited. It is the investment manager of the schemes launched by IDBI Mutual Fund. And the fund offers a number of products in equity, debt and gold to suit the diverse and varying needs and risk profile of the investors. And the next subsidiary of IDBI is IDBI MF Trustee Company Limited, or the IMTCL. It is a wholly owned subsidiary of IDBI Bank and was incorporated in 2010. It ensures that all the activities of the mutual fund are carried out within the regulatory framework. And the next one is IDBI Trusteeship Services Limited, or the ITSL. It was actually incorporated in 2001 for carrying out trusteeship and other related business, and the IDBI Bank acquired the shares of the ITSL in 2011. So it became a subsidiary of IDBI Bank in the year 2011. The company's present operations are acting as trustees to securitization transactions, acting as bond or debenture trustee, security trusteeship assignments, share pledge trustee, venture capital fund, safekeeping, and other trusteeship services. And the last subsidiary of IDBI is IDBI Federal Life Insurance Company Limited, or IDBI Federal. It is a joint venture life insurance company of IDBI Bank Limited, the Federal Bank Limited, and Ageas Insurance International. The IDBI Federal has commenced its operation in the year 2008. The actual shareholding of IDBI in this IDBI Federal is only 48%, and the Federal Bank Limited and Ageas hold 26% of shares each. The company's business comprises of individual life and pension and group life, including non-participating health and linked segments. So these are the different subsidiaries of the IDBI Bank Limited now. So that's all about the Industrial Development Bank of India Limited, which was later on transformed into IDBI Bank Limited. Thank you for watching this video. For more videos, subscribe the channel.